he's been around for a while, but he got me to the point where I'm like, tell the truth. Some people just ain't fucking ready for this. Be yourself. Some people just ain't ready to be themselves. Some people want to live a lifestyle they don't know how to live, or they want to live but don't know how to live it for real. So, learn. Feed your inner knowledge. Do what you got to do. Hey, what's going on, Social Mojo fam? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Social Mojo Podcast, where we are all about leveling up our social media game and helping young men, especially young men, get their mojo back. We're trying to get that mojo back. We're not saying they don't have it. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get that mojo back because we lose a lot of confidence. We're trying to help these folk, these men, these gentlemen go from a inconsistent 5-figure income to a 6-figure, 7-figure lifestyle that they feel like they deserve, much deserve, but then help and support their loved ones. Retire their loved ones, their wives, take care of their kids, do what they feel like they want to do. All right? This ain't about no male dominance, female dominance. This is about getting that mojo back. Because, see, some of us have lost that confidence. I was one of them. All right? So we're going to level up our social media game by unlocking our full potential. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the concept that's absolutely crucial for personal growth and achieving those big abundance goals. We're going to talk about today the growth mindset journey. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the growth mindset? Growth mindset is part of the personal development, which is something you definitely need in business. No matter what you do, if you're a creator, you're a business owner, you're starting out selling ebooks online, it doesn't make a difference. Financial wealth, relationship health, all of that is personal development. The growth mindset helps you understand what it is it takes for you to be successful with inside your personal development. Now, how can it help you become the most confident, magnetic, and social mojo savvy version of yourself? Well, stick around because this episode, we're going to touch base on that. We have to touch base on that. We got to get our mojo back. We're going to break it all down. We're going to give you some particular strategies to cultivate the growth mindset and unleash your inner mega superstar. We just don't want to unleash the superstar. We want to unleash that mega superstar. We want you to get that confidence back. We want you to feel confident in whatever it is that you're doing. So, as usual, I'm going to say this, as usual, get comfortable. Get comfortable, kick your shoes off, do what you do. Hey, Russell Brunson kicks his shoes off when he does presentations. Kick your shoes off, sit down on the couch, grab your favorite beverage, grab your snack if you want to, and let's embark on this empowering journey together. So if you're ready, I'm ready, because I know I'm ready. You ready to kick this thing off? Let's ride with it.
Welcome to the Social Mojo Podcast, the place where entrepreneurs and creatives come to discover the secrets behind building a powerful, engaging brand without spending a fortune. Let's meet the host, Mr. Anthony Porter, your guide on this journey to harness the power of organic social media. In each episode, we dive deep into the strategies that work, sharing insights, actionable tips, and success stories from experts and trailblazers who've done it all. From planning your content with precision, growing your audience authentically, to monetizing your passion effectively, we've got you covered. So, whether you're just starting out or looking to elevate your social media game, stay tuned. Because here at the Social Mojo Podcast, we're all about making your brand unforgettable organically.
First segment today, we're gonna jump right into it, man. We're gonna talk about understanding the growth mindset. So, what is the growth mindset? At its core, a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and your intelligence can develop through dedication, through hard work. It can pinpoint you to a point where you yourself feel like a rock star. You yourself feel like you are none other than that $1 billion man, that $1 billion entrepreneur, that $1 billion woman. Now, even though we focus on young men trying to get their mojo back, trying to build up the communities, we're still discussing this with everybody. We're not discriminating or separating anybody. The focal point is young men. But this is for everybody. It's all about embracing challenges, learning from your setbacks, and then persistently striving for improvement. See, that's a 3-step process you got to understand. See, when you embrace a challenge, like, take for instance, you might have a challenge of keeping everything on schedule. So that's a time management thing with this side of your personal development. You might have, like say we do an episode, you might have you might go to a studio, you have so many minutes, 90 minutes to an hour. 60 minutes to an hour and a half to do your show. But you can't finish because your podcast or your set is just so long. So you run out of time, your episode's not complete, you just spent a lot of money, and then you have to figure out persistently strive. How do you fix that? How do you break that down to where you are on schedule, finishing under budget, and also finishing your segment with enough time to where you can edit, download, work with the AI tools to generate your thumbnails, work with the AI tools to generate your headlines and all of the stuff that you need, SEO, metadata, all of that good stuff that you need in order for you to be successful. So when you do that, you have to understand those 3 steps is one of the 3 core pillars that you have to have in order to be successful, right? So now on the flip side, we have to figure out how we're going to fix that. And the belief is that qualities are carved in stone. You're either good at something or you're not. You know, when I coach football, we always say you can't coach effort. We can coach talent, but you can't coach effort. You either giving 100% or you're not. You either follow the game plan or you don't, all right? So people with a fixed mindset tend to shy away from challenges. They tend to run away from they have the fear of failure. They run. And then they see their setbacks as evidence of their limitations. Understand this. Those are the key pillars that make me want to go out and prove things differently. See, if you haven't paid attention to the world of hip hop here lately, or even the world, see, I follow a guy for my financial learnings, and he basically came out and he said it, and I thought about it. And he said the world is in disarray right now, and I'm like, why is he saying that? You know, the world look good to me. I mean, we got some crazy stuff going on, but it still look good to me. He said what it is Wall Street don't look like them no more. It looks like us. Took a step back and was like, boy, you know, you starting some mess. But when he explained it, he basically broke it down. He said, it's not black and white. It's not blue or brown. He said, we are coming into these board meetings now, T-shirts and Tims, jeans. We have armed ourselves with the knowledge that we need to sit in these board meetings. Back in the day, you had to have a suit on to be on Wall Street. You had to have a Harvard education. You had to have an Ivy League education to be on Wall Street. Now, we are teaching ourselves and we are knowing almost, if not more, than what they know on Wall Street. That's 24, 25-year-old male and females out here who are balling. Stock portfolios, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10 million. Crypto killing it. They don't have a fixed mindset. What they have is they have a mindset of something they wanted to do. They figured out how to do it, and then they went and did it. So think about it this way. Imagine 2 people learning to play the keyboard. One has a growth mindset. The other has a fixed mindset. The person with the growth mindset sees every fumble and every sour note, every missed black key or every missed white key as a chance to learn to get better. They practice diligently. Like they work on their craft, like they homing in on exactly what it is in order for them to be the next great thing. Who do you aspire to be? Some people aspire to be Beethoven. Some people aspire to be Scott Storch. Some people aspire to be Mozart, and others inspire to be Elton John. If you've never listened to Elton John play the keyboard, Elton John's a bad boy. If you never listened to John Legend play the keyboard, piano, it's a bad boy. And the reason I'm saying this is because practice makes perfect. But as they're practicing, they're seeking out feedback, but then they do celebrate every small victory. So if they get one note right, and they get a chord right, and they get the bass line right, they got the whole melody right, and it sounds good, and they send it over here, guess what? Boom. Yeah, hey, yeah. They feeling good about that. So they celebrate every victory. Now, the person with that fixed mindset, on the other hand, they get easily frustrated because they done made some mistakes. They might think, man, I'm just not musically talented. You give up altogether. They quit. They're stuck. Most people are stuck. Most people holler, I can't do it. I'm done. On to the next. They're looking for the easy way out. Instead of practicing, homing in on their skills, learning their trade, figuring out how to make the first try better on the second try, and then fixing the second try to make the third try even better than the first two. So I'm quite sure you see the difference and you see where I'm going. A growth mindset fuels resilience, preservation, the hunger for continuous learning. It's the key to unlock the full potential. I'm going to say that again. It's the key to unlock the full potential, not just in music, but in every area of your life, including your social media, your business interactions. So that's the definition. That's the foundation. That's the building block of the growth mindset journey. So as we get ready to cultivate you in segment number 2 of the growth mindset journey, I try to be professional, journey. As we prepare to get you into segment number 2, we want you to understand this. Growth mindset, and we're recapping real quick. The growth mindset helps you get to the point where you're craving the knowledge to help you get to a point. See, if you have an inconsistent 5-figure income and you try a business and you fail, and you try another business and you fail, but then you try a third business, and the first 2 businesses you've tried to fix each one. By the time you get to the third one, that's a growth mindset. You start to take off. That's a growth mindset. But if you sit there and you're starting a business and you fail and you quit, that's a fixed mindset. That means you're stuck. That means you just want to be inconsistent. You don't want to help your family be, living their lifestyle. And what I mean by that lifestyle, because a lot of people they pay off their bills, they make sure everybody's comfortable, they got accounts set up, they make sure all of their money is split, their taxes is paid. And then what they do is they start taking trips, start going on vacation, they start living a lifestyle. They wake up when they want to wake up. This is how we get to that point. See, a lot of people tell you how to start a business. They don't tell you what goes behind the doors, behind closed doors, in order for you to get there. You got to have that growth mindset, man. You got to home in and hone your craft. You got to work hard to get to the point to where you want to be. Starts with personal development. And that personal development, one of the key factors is the growth mindset. So let's get ready to jump into segment number 2. We're going to captivate a growth mindset. So now that we understand what a growth mindset is, how do we actually cultivate it? Well, the good news is it's absolutely possible to shift your mindset and embrace a growth-oriented approach to life. So if we want to sit back and jot this down, because here's one of them, we're going to talk about some of the powerful strategies that we're going to explore in order for us to get to that point where we're embracing a growth-oriented approach. Number 1, we need to embrace challenges. Take them head on. Instead of avoiding challenges, see them as exciting opportunities to learn from. Right then, right there, right now. Once you learn from them, you can grow from them. Remember, every challenge you overcome makes you stronger and more compatible. So you think about it. If you have time management problems, when you start to overcome that time management issue, it makes you a better person. It keeps you punctual. It makes you to be right on time with everything that you do. All right. Now, number 2, this is crucial. All right. This is crucial because you want to reframe failures as learning experiences. See, nobody's perfect. I tell the kids that I've coached and trained for many years, I tell them, look, I preach to be perfect, but nobody's perfect. You're 12, 13, 14 years old. Nobody's perfect. But if I preach for you to practice perfect, you would think that I'm pushing you to be perfect. You're going to make a mistake. You give me 100%, we don't have no problems. Win or lose. But in order for you to be perfect, you got to practice perfect. You got to bust your tail. You got to make sure that all of your setbacks are redoables. But instead of dwelling on your mistakes, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do this thing better the next time it comes around? You have to figure that out. Just like we said with music. If I know that I'm playing C minor and I miss a chord, and I know I got to go back, there's no sense in quitting. I need to figure out how to make that C minor because I'm trying to make trap music, right? See, some of these young cats, the young ones, they inspire to be people like Metro Boomin, London on the Track, Southside from the 808 Mafia, Kanye West, Dr. Dre. The list goes on and on. DJ Khaled, hey, the list goes on. We the best. He said all the time. You know how he got to become to say that slogan? Because he was the best at doing what he doing. He was a DJ turned producer. Now, some people try to crush his soul by saying he don't produce records. You got to be something if you can put together an all-star cast and sell millions and millions and millions of copies of music. You got to. Got to be a bad boy. But of course, you know, in the industry, we got haters. We always gonna have some haters. So when you get your haters, it's another way to be fueled, man. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to all the people that I named. So that's how you reframe your failures as learning experiences. Number 3, this key strategy, man, I'm telling you, it helps you in a whole lot of ways. Focus on effort and progress, not just the innate of talent. Sure, people think that it's the natural abilities is in certain areas. They think they're great. But true mastery comes from the dedication, hard work, and willingness to put in more effort. It's also important, number 4, to cultivate the love for learning. See, this is funny right here because you got to seek out new information, explore different perspectives, and never stop expanding your knowledge. The one thing that I had a problem with is, I'm dyslexic. I hid behind that for years. Until one fateful night, COVID came around, we got shut down. I'm sitting in the house, bored out of my mind. I'm on Instagram. I come across something because, I was one of those who was dabbling in the music, trying to learn some things. So COVID comes, I come across a guy named Gabe Schilling. Shout out to Gabe Schilling. MIDI Money. He has a contest online. Now, I've been following it for a minute. I'm trying to get into this digital marketing thing, right? So I ran multiple stores. I just didn't understand marketing at the time. So what happened? He has a contest. I come in first place. He had a $497 course. I was trying to save up for that. I was trying to go bag groceries on the side, Uber, door, everything shut down, right? He gave away this course for free. I really never looked back. Once I started understanding what he was doing, I'm like, I need to be doing this. I can make beats anytime, but we don't understand this marketing. We was used to 2 turntables and a mic, and you had an A&R that did all the work. Now you're trying to figure out how to generate millions of dollars by doing this. So I started teaching that. But I was learning. And when I was learning, what I was learning was I had to learn how to do traffic, Facebook ads. I had to learn how to operate a funnel. I had to learn how to set up my SOPs. I had to learn how to run a business. I was running a business. I just didn't know how to run the business the right way. Once I learned how to do that, whoo, Lord Jesus. So now I just sit back right now and I have people wondering. Because I don't talk about my financials. You talk about your financials this day, somebody going to try to get you. See, I don't want you to fall for the shiny object syndrome. I want you to gain the knowledge. I don't want you to fall for the imposter syndrome. I want you to gain the knowledge. See, I learned this from Gabe Schilling and Russell Brunson. I started watching people like Dean Graziotti, Tony Robbins, E.T. Eric Thomas, Jeremy Anderson, Markel Russell, Billie Jean. Recently, I just did a podcast, a master class with Gary J. White. He's been around for a while, but he got me to the point where I'm like, tell the truth. Some people just ain't fucking ready for this. Be yourself. Some people just ain't ready to be themselves. Some people want to live a lifestyle they don't know how to live, or they want to live but don't know how to live it for real. So, learn. Feed your inner knowledge. Do what you got to do. And then finally, this is something that they used to say this on the radio. If you can't help the people around you, help the people around you. I used to sit back and be like, man, what is the DJ talking about? Basically, what he's saying was this: surround yourself with positive and supportive people. The people who you spend time with have a huge impact on your mindset. I'm going to say that again. The people that you spend time with have a huge impact on your mindset. Seek out friends, mentors, and role models who you believe in your potential, or who believe, in your potential, and encourage you, and they will encourage you to grow. See, when they tell you to seek out mentors, so then I started, I gave a list of people who I started following. These are people like I've taken Russell's courses, and I've taken a lot of people's courses. People that I seem to follow and have gravitated to are people like Markel Russell. I've gravitated to David Sands. David Sands is the reason why I started this podcast. And then one of the guys, like, I was so inspired that I wanted to start event spaces. But then I started seeing him do other things. I'm like, hold up, this other guy, 7, 8 different income streams. I need to tap in to see what he's doing. So I started following Nehemiah Davis's Circle of CEOs, Circle of Greatness. And I started seeing what he was doing. And I'm like, okay, I feel you. So that's what you need to do. Those particular steps. What I give you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 particular steps to help you cultivate your growth mindset. This is, you have to be able to either think inside the bubble or think outside the box. In order for you to grow, you got to follow those. And matter of fact, just follow them in that particular order. Now, we get to segment number 3. And as we get into segment number 3, this is where you take the first 2. You take the definition and you take the cultivation. Now you implement these and use them in the interaction. So we're going to start applying the growth mindset to social interaction. I'm not talking about just social media. I'm talking about social interaction. I'm talking about being in networking areas. Like, one of the major things that I want to do is I've done the virtual funnel hacking live. I want to go to it. I want to see it live and in person. I want to go to David Sands' podcast weekend. First year he had it in Miami. This year he had it in Atlanta. I'm hoping he has it in Atlanta again. I'm there. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm all the way up. No, I'm just playing. So now when we're talking about social interaction, let's talk about how growth mindset can supercharge your social skills and your relationships. When you approach the social interactions with curiosity and openness, you're more likely to connect with other people on a deeper level. Don't go in there with one of those mindsets to where you know every damn thing, because you don't. If you have a pitch, go in there with your pitch and embrace the feedback. You want somebody to give you some constructive criticism in order for you to be great. See, when you have people in your circle and they always talking about, great job, you did an excellent job, they're damn lie. You want people to be open with you. Use that opportunity to improve your communication skills, build stronger relationships. You want to be able to look a person in the eye, have the confidence to let them know, listen here, take your step back, hit that Michael Jordan pose like he used to do on the basketball court, or walk in with that 6'8" frame, built like a tank, LeBron James, and do this. Look them in the eye and let them know you are the $1 billion man. Because both of them cats is billionaires. See, the debate goes on about this. LeBron here, Mike here. Guess what? Mike ran his era. LeBron's running his era. Quit trying to make this the greatest of all time, because that's in eras, man. The greatest of all time is God. Period, point blank. The greatest of all time is God. Everybody wants to argue LeBron this, Michael that. Listen, we can argue all day. Mike won 6 straight. 3-peat, retire, come back, 3-peat. LeBron has most of the records. LeBron been playing forever, but in his era, he's that guy. In my era, Mike's that guy. But you want to make sure that people know that when you're in social networks, when you're in Facebook groups, when you are in certain aspects of life, you the person. You are the king or queen, all right? For the ladies, you either want to be Bill Gates' wife, because once they got divorced, she inherited her money, or she got her money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She was with him when he was building. She deserved what she get. And then on top of that, she has taken and built her own empire. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Same thing. Now, these two I've seemed to bring to the forefront because they got their money from marriage. Well, we'll talk about Oprah Winfrey. She was a young minority young lady. I do believe she was from Chicago, who took the world by storm when she started her own show. When she took it. Now, Oprah's a billionaire. So we have in every era. See, like for that generation, my generation was Oprah. For the younger generation, it's Kelly Jenner. They say what they want. That's a conglomerate over there. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. I don't give a damn. That's a conglomerate. They took what they had, the knowledge that they had, used it, built an empire. Callie's worth $1 billion. Rihanna, billion. Beyonce, billions. Jay said it best. What's better than $1 billion or two? So remember, you got to remember, you have people that you can look up to. Don't steal what they done. Just model yourself after them. Put all of this together. Use this as your growth mindset roadmap, and you will be successful. Remember, social challenges are just like any other challenge, though. It's an opportunity for your ass to learn. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. My God, if you step out of your comfort zone and you become successful, woo! Try new things and put yourself out there. Let these folk know who you are, what you do, how you do it, and why they should fool with you. In the conversation. So as we wrap up this episode of the Social Mojo Podcast, I want you to understand this. Remember, a few minutes ago I said I took a masterclass with Garrett J. White. And Garrett said, be yourself. This is me. We've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the power of growth mindset, how to transform your social life and your personal development. Interact both of them, intertwine, use it to help you grow your business and your social media presence. Stop BSing. All right. Remember, cultivating a growth mindset is an ongoing journey. It don't just stop once you become successful. This is something you got to do every day. You need to have a routine. It takes time, effort, and the willingness to step outside of your box. You can't be sitting there talking about this. You can't have a vision board. And on your vision board, you have all of these things, but you ain't done shit to get to where you at right there. But if you step outside of your comfort zone, trust me, the rewards will be immeasurable. All right. So there you have it. Follow the Social Mojo Podcast. Tell a friend to follow. Build that community. Embrace the challenges, learn from your mistakes, and never stop striving for growth. Never stop, never give up. I promise you, the more you embody a growth mindset, the more confident, the more magnetic, the more socially successful you will become in your business, in your personal life, your marriage, whatever it is. I want to thank you for tuning in. Step outside your comfort zone. Be yourself. Until next time, keep shining bright, spreading those good social media vibes, spreading those good social mojo savvy love. Don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. I'm going to see y'all, man. Peace.
And that wraps up another episode of the Social Mojo Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time with us today. We hope you found our conversation insightful and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to the Social Mojo Podcast on your favorite platform, and be sure to download the episodes so you never miss out on our latest content. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing you great discussions every week. A special thank you to our incredible executive producers, Sincere and Charlie Straughter, Rhea Cash, and Theory Porter. Your vision and dedication make this podcast possible. Remember, The Social Mojo Podcast is a proud part of the Amplify Pod Academy, where we strive to amplify voices and share stories that matter. Until next time, stay connected and keep the mojo flowing. Bye.